Hi class, it's Wednesday, April 22nd, and for our writer's block today, we're going to be using some of the ideas that we listened to in the stories, How Can I Save Water, Why Should I Recycle, and Why Should I Save Energy, and the story that the Lorax tells about Earth Day and reducing, reusing, and recycling, to write some things that we could do to be an Earth superhero. So how can you save the planet one small step at a time? Take your whiteboard and your markers. Let's not use paper today for this activity. And maybe even you have a back deck you could go sit on and do your writing outside and enjoy some beautiful sunshine. Some of the things that we heard in those stories, we can list, but there is one paper if you want to print on a paper sheet. How can I save the planet? One small step at a time, and you can be an Earth superhero. There is a page you can print off if you want to write it on paper on a superhero page, or you can just make a big list with me. If we were in class, I'd be asking for all of your ideas, so I'm just going to list a few ideas I have, and then you try to list some more ideas from the stories or maybe some extra ideas that you have. So one of the ideas I have for how we can save the planet is we can make sure that we don't litter. Litter means throw our garbage around. We need to take care to make sure our garbage gets in the right place. An activity you could do today for Earth Day, if you can, is take a walk with a plastic recycled grocery bag and collect any garbage you see along the way. Make sure you don't pick up anything sharp or super sticky, but if you see papers and water bottles and things lying around on the ground, or juice boxes or gum wrappers, you could carefully pick them up and put them in your bag and take them to your garbage. And make sure you wash your hands really nicely when you get home. So remember, if we don't litter, we don't walk around just throwing litter everywhere, we're going to keep our planet nice and clean. So we can don't litter, or we can clean up litter. And that's the garbage that we see lying around. We can take care to save water. So when I'm brushing my teeth, I fill a little cup up of water and I dunk my toothbrush in it, and then I turn off my tap and I brush my teeth. We know for 2 minutes of brushing to make sure they're nice and clean. Then I spit all my toothpaste in the sink and I take a big swig of water and swirl it around, and I pour that down the sink, and then I pour my cup of water down the sink, and then I might need to turn my tap on a little bit to clean my brush and make sure there's nothing left yucky in my sink. But that saves a lot of water if you're not just running your tap all of the time. The other thing you can do is, if you're watering your plants, you can fill a watering can instead of using the hose. We sometimes waste water using the hose as we're walking between the plants and the water's just running, but our grass and other plants can always use that as well. We can work on saving some energy. So I hope today that you'll get a chance to turn off your computer and go and be outside on Earth Day and play. Turn out the lights in your house when you go, turn off your TV, and just enjoy some time looking at the clouds, or finding some nature things on a scavenger hunt, or playing, or having a walk, or doing jumping jacks, running up and down, and just enjoying what a beautiful, beautiful day we have, and what a beautiful neighborhood we have here in Edmonton. I can make sure that I recycle. That means any garbage that I have that they could make into new things, I put into a special box, and a special truck picks it up, and companies buy it and make it into new things. And then when I'm buying things, I can look for something that's recycled to buy, so I'm not using up new resources to make my new items I want to buy, but I'm using things that have been recycled. I can reduce. And we always talk about reduce waste, but we can reduce lots of things. Maybe I don't need that new sweater, so do I have to buy that? I already have 3. Or we can reduce how much garbage we make by buying things that are in smaller packages or in no packages. So we don't need to have 6 cookies all packed individually in 6 bags inside a box, inside a bag. We could buy maybe the 6 cookies that are only in 1 package. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Are there things you can reuse? Maybe some of the clothes you're wearing used to belong to a bigger brother or sister, and you're reusing it and reducing how much clothes you need to buy. Maybe you could donate your old toys or your old clothing or old snowsuits to a store where somebody else can buy it and they can reuse it. Maybe you can make it into something new. I know at our house we're using egg cartons to start our seeds. We get egg cartons with 18 holes in them, and we can plant more than 18 little seed starters in there. So that's a nice way to reuse some of the things that you might put in garbage. Go ahead, my friends, and make a list of the things that you can do to help you save the planet. Maybe it's plant trees or flowers. Maybe it's make sure your trees are healthy and strong. Maybe it's looking for litter when you're out on walks and making sure if you have garbage, you bring it home. Maybe it's as simple as taking a shower instead of a bath. But think about ways that you can commit to doing all the time. And it might not seem like much to not litter on a walk today, but if you don't litter on any walk in your entire lifetime, you're saving a lot of garbage that would be just lying around or floating around or blowing around in our streets. And that helps our plants to grow and our animals to survive. So have a wonderful Earth Day, and I will see you again tomorrow.